Great Gatsby is my favorite book of all time, by the way.
And action! Hey guys! Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be talking about whether Daisy Buchanan in The Great Gatsby was the victim or the villain. A basic rundown of Daisy is that she's Nick Carraway's cousin, she's married to Tom Buchanan, has a kid with him, and she's the love of Jay Gatsby's life.
So one of the reasons that Daisy is perceived as the villain in this story and not the victim is because that she knows her husband is cheating on her, but she presents herself as a sweet, innocent, pure little flower, but when really she isn't. She knows he's cheating on her, but she stays with him, and she stays with him because he has all this money and power, and as long as she's with him, she has money and power too. We can tell Daisy is a really big gold digger. Since money is the key and it controls a lot of the things Daisy does, it dictates her relationships, her environment, and even her. She claims she's in love with Jay. When she revealed that his money was not stable, she goes to Tom, whose money is. Jay made his money through purchasing illegal alcohol and things like that over pharmaceutical companies, pretending to be a pharmaceutical company. And Daisy thought that he actually was a pharmaceutical company, so she quote-unquote was in love with him again. She got scared, and you could see her whole
Demeanor just changed.
Yeah, it was everything about her body language, her attitude, everything changed because she seemed more distant to Jay than she was, because before she was very attached to him with his big house and his expensive clothing and things like that.
And his nice cars. Just everything about him that made her believe that he was rich, she loved about him. And when she figured out he wasn't actually rich, in the sense that she liked, she up and left. The next reason why she is perceived as the villain is because she's very manipulative. Even though she has a kid and she knows that Tom is cheating on her, she stays with him because he has money and because he has the power to make her seem more important than she really is. And even though she has a kid and could clearly do so much better, get a man who actually cares about her, she chooses to stay with a man who does not care for her, even though he claims he does. She also tells Jay that she loves him, even though she doesn't necessarily love him as she claims she does. She claims that she's in love with him, yet when she finds out that his money is not legal or the way that she likes it to be made, she leaves. She's also manipulative in the fact that she makes Jay think that she loves him, and she makes him think that she perceives him the way that he perceives her, and she manipulates him into doing almost anything for her, including possibly killing someone.
Not only that, but Daisy is also a very backstabbing person. When she was supposedly in love with Gatsby in the beginning, it was obviously because she thought he was going to have a lot of money, something along the lines of that. And then she just went and married Tom right when Gatsby was off trying to get money for Daisy. She just went and married Tom because he had money.
Even though she claims it was her mom that made her marry Tom.
And then, not only that, but when Gatsby came back, Daisy automatically decided she didn't want Tom anymore just because Gatsby had more money. She just felt as though, oh my gosh, Gatsby's back. I need to go to him. Tom doesn't deserve this because he has a mistress now. So she just needed the stabilization of knowing that she had that much money and she had enough to keep her
happy.
Not happy, but
satisfied.
I would say, yeah, especially with money.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but right when Gatsby got shot, because of Daisy, because Daisy was driving that car, and because Daisy hit Myrtle,
Tom's mistress,
Mr. Wilson, Myrtle's husband, shot Gatsby, and Daisy did not care.
No, she didn't
Daisy
even attend
that
the funeral.
day, she was supposed to call Gatsby, and they were supposed to run away together. And right as the phone rang, poof, Gatsby's head was blown off. Gatsby fell into the pool, and Gatsby was dead.
And we find out later that it wasn't even Daisy who called him. It was Nick.
Yep, it was Nick.
So that proves again that she's backstabbing, because she said to Jay that she would run away with him, that she would spend her life with him, that they would be happy forever together. But then the second she finds out that his money is not stable, she instantly goes back to Tom, makes this whole plan with him, supposedly, that would eventually somehow either get Jay in trouble or killed.
Okay, so murder.
Murder.
Let's talk a second.
So, we know that Tom cheats on Daisy because, first of all, he a hoe. Second of all, she knows that he's cheating on her. She admits to knowing that he cheats on her, yet she stays with him. But when he finally gets a mistress that he seems to almost care for as much as he cares about Daisy, even going as far as buying a dog in an apartment for her, away from her husband, Daisy starts to feel threatened. Like, what if the mistress replaces her?
She wouldn't have any money. Daisy would be kicked to the side, left alone. So what Daisy decided to do, when she was driving back from a very, very rough night with Nick, Gatsby, Tom, Jordan, and Daisy, her and Gatsby were driving back in Gatsby's car, which, mind you, Myrtle thought Gatsby's car was Tom's because Tom was driving the car on the way to town, but Gatsby was driving his car on the way back. And all of a sudden, Myrtle sees
This car.
Tom's car and wants to go run to him. She wants to get away from her husband. She wants to be with Tom. She doesn't care as much about the money as Daisy does. She just wants to be happy. And as she's running out, Daisy swerves her car and poof. There goes Myrtle. She is
Myrtle dead.
If it wasn't on purpose, Daisy would have stopped. Daisy would have
Slowed
cared.
down.
Daisy would have done anything. She deliberately turned into Myrtle.
Considering the fact that around that time, Mr. Wilson was slowly figuring out that his wife was having an affair with him. So, of course, she would want to get away as fast as she can, leave.
Tom and Mr. Wilson both had in their heads, okay, something's been wrong with my wife. She's been out a lot recently. She hasn't been home. Like, something's so much different. They both knew something was going on, but they didn't know what. So, I think the reasons that she's a gold digger, she's manipulative, and she's backstabbing, I think that's plenty of reasons to describe why Daisy is a villain and definitely not a victim. Daisy had this all planned out. She had her connections with basically everyone in the story Daisy was connected with in some way. And she's just the biggest villain in this story.
Exactly.
So, thanks for watching our video. Go comment, like, and subscribe. We'll see you guys next week.
It's pretty ghetto.
It's okay, compose yourself.
Also, in chapter 7, turn back on. I think we need to start over.